number 4. So any last words before you take off?
Last words, just a couple of shout-outs.
Yeah,
to a couple of the guys back home. Got Chucky, Alex Leon and Ben Hall, and a couple of guys at Emerald. I'm sure they're all watching, so hello. And also, actually, a good friend of mine who I stayed with in New York, Chuck Carino.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully he's watching, and a big shout-out to you, and I'll be seeing you in a couple of days as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
You got it. And Chuck Carino, Plastic People.
Plastic People, yeah. He's been looking after me with some clothes and stuff, and he's been kind enough. He and his family have been allowing me to crash on their lounge at the Lower East Side of Manhattan. So I'm stoked on that. And we've got Winchester out the back with a bit of a roll. So winning off to a good start. But yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you all soon.
All right, thanks, brother.
All right, bye.
Looks like Ben Player just showed up. There's really nowhere here to put your board. If you want to just put it against that wall right there, that'll be fine. Here's the two guys coming out of the water, Jared Houston and Omri Laverne, who just finished up their last heat. And they're talking about just what went down. And both of these guys, even including Manuel Centeno, and we got Ben Player.
G'day, Manny. How you going? What are you laughing at? Yeah, I've got bare chested right here. I just
Well, Ben Player just finished a heat. He didn't have time to change, so he's going to sit in here for the next 25 minutes. So, ladies, if you're tuning in, Ben Player will be showing off his upper body for you for the next 25 minutes. So, Ben, give us an update. What are the waves like out there?
Stop laughing, okay? You make me feel self-conscious here. It's my boobies, isn't it? Are you laughing at my boobies? Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Just taking the piss. So the conditions are pretty good out there.
I totally forgot what I was talking about.
The conditions are pretty good. As you see, Jerry had a pretty good heat. That was a really good heat, actually, a tough heat.
Yes.
The guys were surfing really good in that heat. Everyone's surfing really good. And Jerry came out on top with a bloody good score of a 16.13. Winnie!
Oh!
That was massive.
I was going to ask you who you're going for in this heat, but looking at who's out there, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Winnie's one of my best mates on tour, so I'm definitely going for him, and he rips the bag wide open. And, he's in contention for the world title this year, and I do really want him to win. As much as I'm in contention for it, I wouldn't mind. Oh, here we got this invert. Look at that. Classic Winnie style. Blazing slick, big landing. That's sick. He got a good score for that. That's a great opener. He's already got a 5 under his belt as a starter, and waiting for the scores from that, but I dare say it's going to be pretty big. But yeah, so that's what, when you play that really smart, that's what you're looking for out there is a nice clean wave, something that you can get a lot of speed on, a nice clean lip line that you can get a lot of air off, because that's what the judges love, clean maneuvers more than anything, you know? What would you be doing out there, Manny? Would you be ripping it up or what, butter?
Well, Andrew did point out a pretty cool fact that he's been watching since he's got here, and he's watching here on the screen too, that the lefts seem to be running away from you as the lefts have a little bit better lip section, a better chance of doing some solid big maneuvers.
Definitely.
And it's pretty obvious now that he's pointing it out.
Yep.
The guys who are going on the rights, but you surprisingly were able to find a little pocket, a little barrel ride.
Yep.
And
well, the thing about the rights is that because it's here we got, is that Eda?
Roberto
Bruno driving into the section. Nice little spin, setting up the little air section in here, going hard for it. Looks like it's bending away a little bit. Manages to get out of the lip a little bit.
Not done yet.
Getting busy, Roberto. Well done, mate.
Pretty solid wave right here. Again, 25-minute heats. That full-on wave exchange going down right there was within the first 5 minutes, and Roberto Bruno clocking in a nice wave. But wow, look at Dave Winchester's air maneuver coming in at 7.5. But let's take another look at Roberto Bruno.
Yeah, so what he's doing right there is he's setting himself up for this next little speed line, coming down out of that spin, driving through it. He's probably hoping to hit it back there, but didn't give it to him, and he opts to hit it here through the whitewash there. Good little invert. And to get a roll out of that section is actually quite hard. It's pretty rare to put those moves together. And he manages to push it out of there. So that's not a bad wave to start off the heat campaign with, for sure. But definitely going back to what you were saying before, Manny, the lefts definitely have a bit more punch because it's a bit more of a north swell. So the lefts are kind of pushing into the sandbank a little bit more, and the rights are kind of bending away. But if you want length of ride, the rights are probably a little bit more open. So you can probably put together like 2 air moves if you got the right wave. Which judges love to see. But on the lefts, like you're probably looking for more of a singular air move.
All right, Benny, check this out. We do have the winner from the last heat with Natasha. Natasha, where are you at?
Guys, I have to say I'm very, very happy to do this interview. Not just because he won the heats, but because I'm gonna get like maybe a good dinner invitation tonight. So which is, really nice. So let's go back to the professional side of this. And are you happy?
Yeah, I'm super happy to get through that one. I'm into the non-elimination round now, so pressure's kind of off, but the next one's the one you want to win, because win there will see you through to the quarterfinals. So I'm looking to win the next one as well, and just happy to still be alive and competing.
One question. You have been already 2 times competing against Amaury Laverne, which is obviously the ex-world champion. A great competitor, especially in Sintra. He have won this event a couple of times, and he's very strong in these conditions as well. Do you feel lucky, or you feel like you are there? You have the level, you are, just behind their feet.
Yeah, well, it's always a bit of luck involved at a place like Sintra with numerous peaks and sandbanks and stuff, and so there's luck involved. Like, I'm happy that the waves came to me, but I also feel pretty confident in conditions like this, and yeah, I know that I can have the potential to win here, so I'm going to go for that.
Congratulations. We are very happy. We all are very happy. And I think you did an incredible job. 2 good inverts, good backflip, and you feel really strong. We can see your surface very strong in both sides. You feeling absolutely comfortable?
Yeah. I've been working a lot on my lefts lately and stuff, and I feel really comfortable now with both ways. So I'm super happy about that, and yeah, just frothing to go to the next heat.
So say some stuff for the people at Cape Town. I know they're watching.
Yeah, big shout out to my friends and my family, my mom and dad, my brothers and sisters that I know are watching. I love you guys, and also a big shout out to my sponsors, Turbo, Grand Flavor, Emerald Bodyboard Shop, Zion and Freedom. Thanks for all the support, and see you guys later.
Congratulations, and let's go back to you guys.
All right, so Ben Player showing what the 2 Lovebirds down there, what they're actually really doing behind the camera.
They're in love.
So congratulations to Jared Houston, who actually killed that last heat. Again, Manny V here with, he's actually still wearing his wetsuit, just so you guys know. Ben Player holding it in the hot seat, who won the last heat, actually the second heat. So didn't have time to change, couldn't find the car key, or I don't know what your situation was, but... I
was actually just talking to an old mate that just came down to watch the competition. There's heaps of people coming down to watch the competition now that it's getting a little bit lighter. And this guy, his name's Adam Switzer, and I grew up surfing with him, and he came down to watch it. So it's really cool to see him, and it didn't have time to get changed. Sorry, mate.
Oh, no, it's all good. But I'm going to concentrate, try to just...
Here we go. Luciano driving into the section. Nice big roll out, doing what he does best, getting a lot of air. Driving into the next section. Jeez, he's such a good competitor. That's two big air rolls. Judge is going to really like that. He was sitting in 3rd position before that, but I think that actually gave him a 7.33, which is a pretty major score so far. That's the 2nd highest score of the heat so far.
Wow.
So he only needs 0.75 to move up into 2nd place, which is nothing. And right now we've got Dave Winchester currently in the lead with a 5 flat, and for that first aerial assault. Waiting for scores to drop for the second one. Roberto Bruno also waiting for scores to drop for his second wave. But right now, looking like it's a pretty tough heat out there, Manny.
Well, I mean, the conditions are tough. So what you did was a perfect example of just wait it out, just look for those solid waves, and those are the scores are being updated on your screen. So hold on as all the scores start dropping. But while that's happening and while the guys are waiting on the outside, big shout out to the 15 people. And that's the only thing we can do right now as we get interactive with our viewers from around the world is we'll post something on our IBA World Tour Facebook page to either give shout outs, questions to Ben or whatever as Jeff Hubbard puts on his jersey. He's coming up next with Dallas Singer and Yarai Martinez. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up next. You don't want to miss that. So Port Macquarie's in the house with Cortland. Sean Cooper in good day to the Beehive in DY. Ben in the UK. Tom Curl in Sydney. Brody in Brody Hill Turners, sorry. Mickey Gaynor, Jack in Wollongong, Josh tuned in as well. We have Zach Chainsaw, Port Macquarie, and Corbin in Warrington. Also Sam in the East Coast of Australia, Liam in Lennox Head, Sean in Palm Beach. Good day, mate. Out the back. Here we go.
Got Dave Winchester driving into this section. That's a nice little wave. Going for a big air roll out.
Nice.
He's a smart guy, isn't he? That's a pretty strong wave. His second scoring wave right now is a 5, and his best scoring wave is a 7.5. So he's looking to beat that 5, throw that away. Not sure if he would have got that, Manny, but yes, he got it. So scores have been updated now, and he got a 7.5 for that invert that we saw earlier, which is a really nice wave. And
but look at all the other scores. I mean, they're coming in. Roberto Bruno's first, or actually his first real wave came in at a 6.7, and Eder's last wave at 7.33. So big scores already off the bat.
Yeah, that's completely right. And here we got a replay of Dave Winchester driving into that section. Big air roll. Jeez, he's surfing great this year. Really good to see him like kind of shining through this year and like giving it his all. Because in the past, like Dave's such a mellow bloke. The 30-year-old here, we got the stats on him from Australia, and he's usually such a relaxed guy. And it's like this year, it kind of looks like he's trying that little bit harder in his heats and really trying to kind of push through and win it. And as a result, he is winning the tour this year, which is great to see. But yeah, this heat is stacked, and that's the thing about this round is like there's no second chances. If you get third in this heat, you're out. So everyone's looking at it to try and kill, and it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. So there we got the results so far. Dave Winchester in first with a 7.5 and a 5.75, winning the heat. With Roberto Bruno with a 6.7 and a 0.75 in second place. And Edar Luciano with a 7.33 on the board. He only needs a 0.12 to move up into second place, which is nothing. That's going straight on a wave. Even less than that, that's just like paddling for a wave. So Edar's in a very strong position there and very capable of getting into the lead from that position. And he's such a good competitor too. So here we got Roberto taking off on the outside on this nice little left, driving around the section. Oh, that's a strong wave. Nice little flip, utilising that little cross wedge coming back into the wave. And he's going to finish it off with another air move, I dare say. That's a strong wave. Well done, Roberto. Is he going to
pull that off? Is he going to come out in front of that whitewash?
Oh, I don't think he did, Manny.
You want to end your waves with a solid move, and that could have been it right there, but Roberto couldn't punch in front of that whitewash. Coming up next, look at Dallas Singer.
He's a good-looking human being. I quite often say that he looks like an Angry Bird because he's got such a strong, square jawline.
Yes.
Angry Birds?
Yes.
I don't think he likes it when I say that, so don't tell him. And we got a replay of Roberto driving up into this section. He's played this really smart, hitting that section right there. No one's really done that yet, like utilising that kind of first section like that. So the judge is going to really like that. And driving back into this second section. Hard section to hit, see how it's kind of bending away. He tries to air roll through it, but it kind of comes down with force onto his nose and pushes him under right there. And I don't know how that'll score, but there we got the stats on Roberto. Like looking at his weight there, he's 78 kilograms. That's usually pretty much standard weight for all bodyboarders. Bodyboarders usually are about 70 to 80 kgs, and majority about 75 to 80. And then we got Winnie having a bit of a paddle back out. We got a replay of that coming through right now. He's driving nicely into the section. Good speed line. Judges really love those speed lines. He's looking for a big air section. That's a nice, clean section. Come on, Winnie.
Nice.
Nice. It's pretty nice. He's probably thinking more reverse air, but I don't think he would have got the air that he needed to get out of it.
Scores are being yelled out over the beach commentary, and again, the beach commentator lucky enough to be right next to the judges, so they're the first ones to get the scores, and we can hear them. And within a couple seconds, we'll have the updated version right in front of our screen, and there they are. Look at these scores dropping in from the last couple waves caught. 5.48 from Dave Winchester on that last invert air maneuver, and Roberto Bruno's last wave 6.13.
Yeah, it's a shame for Roberto on that air move because if he had to handle that roll, I dare say that would have been up into the 7.5 range, which would have been a really strong score for this heat. But unfortunately, he came a cropper and got dusted on it. How's that for Aussie colloquialism? colloquialism. That's
So
hard to
hey, so
pronounce.
what's it like hanging out with the Winchester family?
Oh man, they're such a rad family. Definitely make me want to start sprouting a few little crops and have a few kids. Like they got some great kids. Coco and Autumn are the best little attackers I've ever met. You know, you can have like a relationship with these little kids. Like they're so young and you can talk to them about anything and they're so cute. And Amy's a great woman, a great supporter of Winnie and just a really nice person. So I really like traveling with them and Dave's just like one of the most mellow guys you've ever met, and I always try and travel with him if I can. Like it's just good that most guys on tour are pretty close mates, and you can call those guys like your better friends. You know what I mean? Like they're always there, and you can always trust them, and they're on a kind of similar path to you, and it's really nice.
Well, that's probably one of the hardest, behind the scenes things to do is find a travel mate or somebody who you can travel with that will. Who's not selfish, who's for the team and for the group, and that's one of the hardest things to do. Eder, I believe.
And I definitely used to have that when my brother used to be on tour and used to travel a lot and surf around, and it was great because you always got someone there to be with you and like to share the cool moments and stuff with. But he's busy now with bodyboardking.com and busy doing all that. Good shout out there right there, you like that. And so he's pretty busy with all that and doesn't really get the chance to do it. But so Winnie's kind of my alternate brother right now.
Well, I'm sure you guys have a lot more fun days ahead of you. Look, we posted something on the IBA World Tour Facebook page and any questions to Ben. And here's one. What are your favorite breaks on the northern beaches? Get back to that, but up and riding.
Luciano. Little spin into the section. He's trying to set up right now for this little wedge. Unfortunately, that wave's not really giving him much, and he has used his priority. But still, he's looking to replace a 1-point score right now, which he would have done. So who knows? That might have pushed him. No, he actually needed a 5.5 to move up into second place at the moment. So I don't think that he would have got that score. So he's still sitting in third place. So my favourite waves. Sorry, Manny. Back to that question. My favourite waves on the northern beaches. Did you say?
Northern beaches were regarding to the northern beaches of Sydney.
Yeah. I just love being home, like all around home, like Avalon and Whale Beach. Home's home, and that's kind of where you feel most comfortable, and that's where I love to surf. But there's really good waves all up and down the whole northern beaches. Excuse me, I got a cough. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's a great place, and I'm pretty fortunate to call that home. I got a cough again. You take it home, Manny.
All right, so there you go. That was from our boy Tom Koram. And one last question while the scores keep dropping down here. Are you going back to Puerto Rico?
G'day, Alex. Thanks for the question. If I go back to Puerto Rico, it all depends on here. If I get a good result in Portugal and a good result, a third or above, I'll go to Puerto Rico because if I don't get a third or above here, I'm out of the world title contention and it's just I'd rather spend time kind of free surfing and focusing on getting some media opportunities done. Yeah. Because being a professional bodyboarder, 50% of your commitments are competition, but 50% is also media. Like you got to try and get your sponsors out there. You got to get photos, you got to get video footage, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So you're constantly trying to juggle this stuff, and you're looking at which opportunity is better served, and what's going to give you the most positive kind of feedback, I guess. So for myself, I'll utilise that time and try and get some other media opportunities done, and perhaps go to Indonesia or something like that, and practice and focus more on next year.
All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The answers from Ben Player. Thank you, Ben, for coming in here for a heat or two. And here's a look at what is going out in the water and out of the water. Dave Winchester. Decides to get out in and out of that one. And there's a quick little update on some of the scores that have been dropping. Eder Luciano's last wave, 2.25. Roberto Bruno's last wave of 6.1 wave is good enough to keep him in that second place position. Dave Winchester in red, solid with a 7.5 and a 5.75. But can't let his guard down, not against these guys.
Not at all. And the other guys have some pretty strong waves right now. Like Eder Luciano, who's sitting in third place, only needs a 5.5 to move up into second, and I think a 5.93 to move up into first. And he's a very capable competitor. And like Manny said, you can't let your guard down out there. And you know, like the perfect wave could come to anyone at any time in any heat. And that's the hardest thing about being a competitor is you always have to be really, really careful of that, you know, whoever it is getting that dream wave and getting a possible 10-point ride. It makes it really tough. But looking at those conditions there, what you guys are seeing, on the outside we actually have an outside kind of sandbank and then an inside sandbank, and there's a bit of a sweep that kind of sweeps through the lineup there, so you're constantly having to paddle to the right. And you're waiting for these little wedges to come through. By wedge, I mean like a peak, because peaky waves give you the best opportunity to do multiple manoeuvres on. And so that's what all the competitors kind of looking for out there, a bit more of a peaky wave, something that stands up. And there's 5 minutes remaining, and you know, like time's kind of running away from Ed who doesn't need much, and Roberto and Winnie are kind of looking like they're heading through right now. So what have I done, Manny? Manny's laughing at me again. He's always laughing at me.
In front of the big 46-inch LCD screen, the camera's set up right in front, and I'm looking at the little LCD screen on the camera, and I see this, and I can't help but...
What do you reckon about his hairy chest?
Oh, my.
It's pretty seedy,
So Ben Player, he does have his wetsuit on, just so you all know, tuning in from around the world, he does.
Oh, Roberto. Charging into the section. That was a nice air roll. See, he's a smart competitor. He's looking to collect. He's collecting his scores right now, pushing into that section. Manages to do a nice little air roll. I think he might have got caught up in it again. Come on, Roberto. Unfortunate, mate. Very unfortunate that exactly the same thing happened to him again. For some reason, Mark McCarthy just wrapped a towel around me. I think he's feeling a little bit insecure about seeing my physique when he's got a bit of a weird physique. But anyway, here we got a replay of Roberto driving into this section. Nice big air roll. That's a beautiful air roll.
Nice.
I'd love to do one like that. And yeah, like I said, collecting his moves. Nice little spin driving into this second section. But unfortunately, getting caught up again in it. And that's a big problem out here, is where the lip line doesn't give you enough drive to get out of the section, and the lip will actually land on you and push you into the sandbar, and mean that your wave actually isn't a complete wave, and you actually get scored down a little bit for that, which is very unfortunate for Roberto. And right now we've got 2 minutes remaining. The guys are getting pretty busy out there. Don't know what to say about that, but
well, the beaches are obviously getting busy too. The sun is coming out, and the beach is warming up. It looks like the morning mist is disappearing as well.
Yeah. See, there's actually like you saw a surf school there in the foreground. There's heaps of surf schools here down at Praia Grande, and you see lots of little groms getting around and stuff like that. I got wrapped this around my shoulders.
Oh yeah, Guillermo Tamega must have
my physique.
Guillermo Tamega must have brought
like a
that
Gucci
down.
Model. I'm some kind of a Gucci model, Manny.
Keep your day job, buddy.
Oh, it's coming off. Hey, mate, you got to have fun with this job, don't you, hey?
Oh, my.
That's what I love about surfing, is that you can have fun, act like an idiot, and people still love you. Here we got Roberto Bruno. He's actually moved up into the lead with that last wave, a 6.7 and a 6.98 for that last wave, for that air roll. Although they didn't handle his second move.
And look at this.
They awarded him that.
Eder Luciano can knock out Dave Winchester in the last minute here if he catches a 5.93 wave or better. Totally possible from Eder Luciano in the yellow jersey. 1 minute, less than 1 minute remaining. Dave Winchester, Eder Luciano are going to battle it out in the last minute for that last spot.
Last minute.
Last minute, look at.
Oh, here we got Dave Winchester looking to build on this score.
This
driving into this wedge. Come on.
The left has been looking better, but no, Dave Winchester.
No. 30 seconds left. But Winnie's got ginger power, so he's got ginger power on his side because he's got orange hair. So I dare say something to come through for him.
It's pretty much up to Eder Luciano. What's he going to do? Oh. He just needs a 5.93 in the last 30 seconds.
This is so
16
scary.
seconds.
I have no nails left. I've been chewing them off.
Oh, no.
10 seconds.
Eder Luciano.
Oh,
counting down this last. You can see it on your screen. Eder Luciano, is he going to catch one?
No, he didn't. Looks like he didn't get a wave.
Oh, did he?
Taking off after the hooter, I think.
Did he take off behind the horn? That's the question.
I think
the rights.
I think he did, but who knows what the judge is going to say.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Oh, my.
Oh,
did Eder Luciano
This is
2
very
questions.
dangerous.
Did he catch that on the horn? Is this wave going to count? And number